Hey everyone, this is Damon, back again with another reaction video. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified when new content is uploaded in the future. And this is a video that I was kind of unsure if I wanted to do, but as part of San Diego Comic-Con this weekend, they did release the trailer, the official trailer for Season 3 of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I think this was about 3 days ago. There was a lot of He-Man stuff going on there. Masters of the Universe was represented at Comic-Con. I mean, San Diego Comic-Con was just like a big deal this year because I think this was like the first time in like since COVID that they've really been able to, like, everybody's been able to just go back and be a part of something big. Yeah, this is the trailer for the third and I think final season of the new CGI series. And I've done reactions to the first two, and I figured, well, I don't really. I saw the show. It's okay. It is not my He-Man. I've said this before. And I did react to the other ones, and I just, for consistency, I want to get another reaction to this and see if I'm come out as another old man, cranky old man again. So let's just see what this has to offer. There was an interesting way that Season 2 ended, I will admit. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, Crass turns bad. Ram Mam kind of turns to Havoc, the power of the Havoc, the Skeletor's power. Again, there's that whole sharing the power thing going on in this show with He-Man and the Masters, and then Skeletor and his faction, and there's this whole thing going on where they all share the power. And Crass, who is Ram Mam, who is like Adam's best friend, basically she's like kind of jumping back and forth between both. Whatever. But let's just react to this, and I might as well. Let's check this out. And we'll hit play now.
The universe is always in danger. Bad things happen. Good things happen too.
We have to save Eternia. We can't afford to fail.
Whatever decision you make, He-Man, I trust it will be the right one.
These snakes are a threat to all Eternia.
Snake Men.
Re-zombifies those zombies faster than we can beat them down.
The Snake Men, right?
Grayskull had to use Havoc to defeat the snakes. Does that mean we will too?
King Grayskull crossed an unforgivable line when he embraced Havoc.
He did it to save Eternia. Clearly he felt he had no choice.
There is always a choice, my son.
Have we considered calling Rampage and asking her?
Oh yeah, her name's Rampage now. That's right.
If nothing else, finding some way to get through the Crass might mean learning what Skeletor's endgame is.
Maybe we can undo whatever's been done and bring her back over to our side.
Do you really think it'll be that easy?
I have to.
For millennia, the true power of Grayskull, Havoc, has been hidden from you and I, Skeletor, have every intention of sharing it.
No matter how much power you have at your disposal, not everything can be fixed with the flip of a switch.
Being able to call on great power doesn't make you strong. What does is knowing when it's time to use it and when it's time to let go.
Take a seat. The show's just
Oh,
getting
look at him.
Come on, we're masters of the universe. What could happen? Fear not, masters. For I have returned.
Sorceress, the original one. So I have to admit, watching that, actually got me a little excited. It actually looks pretty cool. I do have to admit that. I will say that I don't remember if I mentioned this before, because I don't think I did a real review of this show. I love Revelation. I love that. Revolution is coming too, but that's based on the old Filmation era, that I grew up with, and it's kind of its own thing. I don't know if I ever quite did a review of this, but one thing I will say is that I love Skeletor in this version. He's pretty cool. I do like the way he looks, and just the whole just the nature of his character. I do like that about this show. It's one of the big things I like about this show. Um, and I think I've said it before. Is I think it's I think it's the style of animation that kind of turns me off from this show. I don't normally like it. It's a good story. It didn't feel like what Masters of the Universe was. At least to me, it doesn't feel like it. This feels more like some generic story for kids of this generation. But that being said, they did throw a lot of nods into the actual lore and mythology, that are kind of subtle sometimes. Yeah, and this looks actually. It actually looked pretty good. I do have to say it felt a little epic there. I did see in the description for the trailer that it said this is like the end. Yeah, I think they said they produced like 26 episodes of this. So that being said, I'm a part of me feels like, well, you're kind of throwing away something here, Mattel, because I thought the whole point of this 40th anniversary of Masters of the Universe was to bring it back, and you're doing like a limited. This is like a limited series thing. Maybe they're going to continue from this. I don't know. I know they have Revolution is the next chapter that takes place after Revelation, but they're two completely different things. This is its own series. Um, and yeah, no, I see Skeletor Reborn. There's a Skeletor Reborn figure that I've seen pictures of. That's what this is. And Yeah, season two was a bit on the goofy side with some things. It just seems like they do stuff at the beginning and then at the end. And the way it ended was pretty interesting. This follows the threads of that completely. Um, yeah, I guess to talk about, they did mention King Grayskull, right? The ancestor, the predecessor to He-Man. Um, what else? Yeah, she goes by the name Rampage now, so she's not Ram Mam, she's Rampage. Um, that's kind of a new thing that they never really did, was to actually turn a hero into a villain. Although they hinted at that, I think, in the 2000X series. Man at Arms, I think, was going to become one of the Snake Men. That's a story I would have loved to see play out. Or if it happened, I don't remember. Maybe it actually did happen. I don't think I saw the end of it, but yeah, they're bringing in the Snake Men. This is a big thing. The Snake Men are always like, when they bring the Snake Men in, things get real. Okay, they're doing it in the toy line too. Next year is supposed to be Rise of the Snake Men. They're completely like changing up the way the toys look and everything. Like those Origins figures, the Snake Men are coming. And that was when I was a kid too. As the Snake Men kind of came along toward the end of the toy line, there actually weren't that many characters. But when the Snake Men came, that was when things started changing, because the Snake Men, the mythology is that they date back to pre-Eternia. They are like the first. They're the original villains. I think that King Grayskull was supposed to fight back in the day before Prince Adam and He-Man. That seems to be something that they carry over from one iteration of this to the other, is the Snake Men coming in and wreaking havoc, led by King Hiss. And that seems to be the direction they're going with this as well. So that should be interesting. Yeah, I have nothing else to say about that. This is something I've been wanting to react to for a few days, and now I'm finally getting around to it. What are your thoughts on Season 3 of He-Man and the Masters of Universe? The trailer for this, it's coming out in August. This is the final season, I believe. So are you excited for this? Are you excited for the Snake Men? What are your predictions as to what will happen here, how this is going to end? Are they going to continue the story? Have you been enjoying it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Again, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. And until next time, this is Damon wishing you all a wonderful day.